All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm going back to you.
On first down, Rodgers. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Notice 50. Hey, you fly over here.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
On the draw, this is Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Jackson to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Throwing again, Jackson. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly. And
he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Zadarius Smith able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sideline.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And able to find Graham. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down Packers. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw again. And he's got the connection to the tight end Graham. Touchdown Packers. Jimmy Graham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. It's hauled in by Shepard. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson throwing again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys have now moved out in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down, Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Preston Smith. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on first down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards, a first down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now it's Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Jackson. And Latimer's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down he's got a man. Complete. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Now Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 9, check 9. 26.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his 1st career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Squeeze, double. Let's go, Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it'll be 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready? 61, 51 to mine. 61, match box.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd and a yard. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around? Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Packers! Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson now. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Here we go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson down. Throwing on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it? And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Go.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle.
All right, gentlemen, we made way too many mistakes this week, okay? The coaching staff has gone in. We've simplified the game.
Blue 58! 399! Blue 399! No, 319! 319! Blue 399!
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is...
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
319!
Hey, tight down. There you go.
The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry.
Not today. Not today.
The numbers for Williams a week ago, 15 carries, 61 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Rodgers going to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They do not score.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Rodgers to his tight end, Graham, on a big one. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. It's a big game. To throw is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't they? And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ashawn Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did it nice.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And on that one, the protection just broke down. You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Rodgers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. And Graham's got it. Complete. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half. And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers again now. He's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tight coverage that time by Miles Killebrew. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. Fights through and now a crease. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. On 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers going back to Leonard. This time he's got him complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
First down, Green Bay.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers throwing again. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham with his 2nd touchdown of the game. So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
2 yards on the play. First down, Green Bay.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Williams. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Rodgers throwing here. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover. All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's the 47th meeting of the AFC and the NFC as they battle in the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl game. The stage is set for Pro Bowl 2020. The ball is in the air, and off we go from Orlando. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. 57. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He'll find Metcalf. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Well, here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he finds Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And 7.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Breeze. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, ready. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They're not ready for this.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run with Barkley, and he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. To throw is Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. The kick by Bryant is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The throw over the middle taken in and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets them 15 and a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The AFC with a football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and trying to get it out.
On to pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing now is Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, AFC. A 14-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 27 yards there, a first down.
Ready? 5-9.
Breeze now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 45-yard line.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Breeze now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Breeze. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Breeze now to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Easy, opposite.
Breeze will try again on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Mixon with it. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Brady. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Ready? 5-9.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Breeze now. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And Bryant's kick is good. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a 1st down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Bryant is good. So we are at halftime of the 2020 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top, as we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Benjamin Watson, 65 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Badgley up and good, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Level.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Finding some room at midfield. Caught by the tight end, Watson. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll stay on the ground, mix him again, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Brady down to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Check. 59.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
And that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Ready? 5-8. Get me set. Come on. I'm going to run you over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st down, Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 29, Breeze. And that's complete to Adams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Breeze. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now it's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your...
And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Jarvis Landry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Come on, QB, come on.
Again, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a 1-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees, and the NFC has retaken the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, now Brady. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wait, that 380. Check, it's a 9. Blue down. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Play action, now it's Brady. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The end result, 21 yards. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Brady going to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Right there. 54. Right there. Rim. Here we go. 54.
To throw, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike is 51. Here I come.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now Breeze. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Breeze to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throwing now is Breeze. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they work this out past the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw is Breeze. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see you.
Kill.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Brady to throw. He finds Humphries. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. One final try now for Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because